going on, CrackTube? It is Thursday, December 23rd. 2 days ago to Christmas. Yay. Um, Man, so 2021, what a year it's been. We're not going to get into all the other bullshit. We're just going to talk about farm stuff. I tell you something, it was a challenging year. There were, the weather really didn't cooperate a whole lot. We had beautiful weather in May. And once we got to June, it was like it rained like every other day. A lot of guys were in the same boat. There's a lot of corn still standing out around me right now because the ground really hasn't been freezing. Lately, I mean, it finally started getting cold, but for December, God, I was in a t-shirt a week ago working. And, yeah, just one of them years. I made out all right as far as crops went. I did get enough. It was a good year if you were making baleage. I think I wrapped about 120 or 130 round bales this year, and I did probably about maybe 400 dry round bales, 4x5 round bales. Only probably put about 3,000 small square bales up, if even that. It was just, like I said, it was a tough year to get hay dry. A lot of times, actually, where you'd have a couple days where it would be, the weather was good, it was dry, and you cut the hay and it just acted like a sponge and was sucking moisture up from the ground. So, challenging year. Reminded me of 2018, 2019 with how much it rained. But those were kind of more like sporadic, weird shower. We got like major rain events this year. I think we got hit with a hurricane too. Or some, I don't remember. We got a couple nor'easters, what they call nor'easters. And we just got rain dumped on us. I know, like I said, a lot of other people were in the same boat. So, I mean, I'm fortunate to get what I got. And, man, I'm thinking to myself, I'm almost there. I'm like this close. I'm almost where I want to be. There's a few more things I have to do, and I think I'm going to be all right. Going forward, what do I want to do? I want to get better at what I'm doing right now. Like I said, this year was just a challenge weather-wise. Hopefully next year, a little bit drier. The guy I custom cut corn for, he's actually going to put more corn in, and he was talking to me about doing, more custom chopping, which I was like, I like chopping corn. And then he asked me about maybe doing some custom round baling for him, and I was like, yeah, whatever, I mean, I got all three of the big tractors here. The Ford needs a little work, but the Ford, for what it does over the summer, we can live with it right now. That just mows hay. That's all that does. Did purchase a rake. I love a rotary rake, but I think next year I might look for a dual rake hitch and 2 roll bar rakes. I think that just because I'm doing all the work by myself, the kids really aren't quite ready to, I think, be tossed on the tractor by themselves without supervision, no fault of their own. So I might look into a dual rake hitch next year. I do know one thing I definitely want to buy next year, and that's a bale hugger for the front of the tractor. Those things are just awesome. Man, I mean, just a huge difference, even with wrapping bales. Just a lot easier to grab it, pick it up, and drop it on the wrapper. Even feeding cows, it was just so much easier to feed, and quicker to, feed with the hugger a silage bale than what it was to feed with the spear. So that maybe a round bale wagon, so I can haul a little bit more. The one I have right now, it works, but it's sketchy as hell. So there was one at the local New Holland dealership, and they wanted like $8,000 for it. And I looked at the salesman, and I said, "Does it load itself and bring the bales back and stack them?" $8,000. Are you on crack? Jesus, I mean, the thing better be gold plated underneath for that much money. But so I think next year and fix up a couple more tractors, and I did get I got the other 4,000 came back, did get my door, so I have 2 doors on it now. We're good to go. Now I'm really spoiled. I got a tractor with 2 doors, heat, radio. Yeah, we're good. Next year I think I'm going to do. I get the other 3020 with the loader on it. Needs a clutch and a couple other things. Put LEDs all around that one too. Fix all the lights on it. Swap them over to LEDs. The 3010 needs a hydraulic pump badly. Get a hydraulic pump for that. Think we almost got my brother's tractor going. So maybe hopefully have that for Ted and Hay next year. We'll see what happens. Just that 130/20, that thing just needs a motor done. I might just sit all next year. I'm not even sure. That might wait. That's a winter project for next winter, I think. The amount of money that I have to put into that. Plus, I got to find a cab for it, which I found a cab and I sat on it for a couple days. I should have went and grabbed it for $250. It was sold by the time I went back and looked at it. And I think this other 3020 with the loader, I gotta do some stuff to that. That's probably gonna need the clutch at some point in time. And I actually want to, because that does all my heavy loader work. Really want to put a heavier front end underneath it. I can put I think it's a 30 or a 40 series John Deere front end underneath it. Nice, heavy, robust front end for the amount of work that does. Would be a good idea. So, rest of the video is basically going to be, because like I said, I didn't get a lot of footage. I really didn't film a lot of stuff this year. So it's going to be pictures, and I figured out actually how to do like a voiceover. So let's be talking about the pictures and stuff like that you see. And we'll catch you guys at the end of the video. See you in a bit. Stay tuned. We got more stuff coming. Promise. Okay, so this is the start of it. This was January. You see, we didn't have a lot of snow. This was Lucas and I. We were feeding a bale of sorghum baleage for the cows. About time that gate working, or I got at the time 14 years ago, started working for me. That was nice. There's always one has to lay right in the middle of everything. This was after we got a pretty good sized snowfall. We had quite a bit of snow last year. There's the boys fueling the tractor up for me. Those automatic fuelers work awesome. That's Lucas drop kicking Logan into a snowbank. Awesome form. There's cows in the winter. Nothing really crazy there. Again, more snow. We had quite a few snow events that year. This was springtime. I think it was getting ready to start. I don't know what was baling. Might have been first cutting. There's the H just taking her out, stretching her legs a little bit. This was the first hay I baled. I rolled up a couple acres to make sure everything worked. This was shagging the bales off the field, bringing them up. This was rye. I baled, round baled, and tried my hand at wrapping, and it worked out pretty well. This was after I got done cleaning the barnyard. Poor Ginger was the last one in the barnyard and didn't know what to do with herself. This is the first straw I've ever baled. I think I got 400 bales. This is us unloading it. Kids working. Here's the hay crew from this year. Logan, Dominic, and Lucas. This was the first bale of baleage I fed. And this was the rye baleage, and they liked it quite a bit, so I was happy with it. Picking rocks on Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to me. I just kind of hung in the tractor and had a beer, and the kids did the rest of the work. All right, so this was the old Brilliant Cedar. I actually drug this out of the weeds, and I put part of the some of the sorghum sedan grass in. My cousin and I sort of figured it out. It worked all right. This was down the road. This was really the first big hay that I did. Nothing really. I don't know. I got to get. Wasn't a lot of hay down there. I thought there was going to be more than what there was, but unfortunately there wasn't. This was planting sorghum sedan grass with the Macy Harris drill. This is next to my house. This is right before my girlfriend and I went to Lancaster. Actually, it was a couple days before. I had 2 cows drop calves. Glad I was home for that. This is little Miss Amber. She actually ran Lucas over recently. It's amazing how they're all cute and cuddly at this age, and then they're little monsters afterwards. This is the H&S rake I bought from a friend of mine. Here's the boys checking on Amber. They couldn't find her. They were all worried. This is just random pick of the tractor from the baler. Here's Mike P 7810. We hooked up at the farm show. That was cool. This was we came right home from the farm show. This was the field next to my house. It got a little bit farther ahead of me than what I wanted to. Actually, no, I'm sorry. This is behind the barn. Make it 20 bales after this. This is just randomly trying to cut hay. We were shagging round bales that day, so I had Lucas driving around. This was next to my house. This got a little bit farther ahead of me than what I wanted. Thick. I got 83 bales off of 8 acres. It was insane by the time I got done cutting it. It was just thick. This was done baling at 80 bales. That took forever to wrap. Random shot of the H behind the barn. This was the hugger I borrowed from a friend of mine. That was the pile of hay I had. That was great. Just random raking pictures. I actually put Lucas on the baler and let him bale a little bit. Picture me and the twins. The farm help this year. Cut out Logan's head. Keep it in the center. Watch your baler. Watch your baler. Watch where you're going.
Yeah, how do I stop?
Take a swig of beer. Watch your baler. There you go.
How do I stop the baler?
Pull the foundation off.
Oh, what's this?
Yeah, don't pull it now, though. You're still bailing. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. All right, turn off. Throttle down a little bit. Throttle down a little bit. There you go.
Taylor.
Good job. There you go. Here you go. Water? Okay, good. Good job. I got one. I'm good. Thank you, Logan. Thank you. This was second cut in sorghum in the back. And there's Mom. Mom rapping. Put her to work. She loved it. She actually was starting to tell me what to do. This is the best second cutting I've ever made, I swear to God. That stuff was beautiful. More baling the first cutting. This was probably September. The first cutting looked really good, too. That was bale of first cutting. Lucas out hanging with Boober. And there's Mom rapping again. She's actually started telling me how to do it and what I was doing wrong. This is chopping. We were chopping behind this house. This was the first day here. It's a little sloppy. The hill was nasty. We were getting stuck, had to get drug around. The second day, third day was a little bit better. Actually, this farm is where my grandparents actually started farming back in 1942. We actually tied a heavy-duty flashlight to the fender of the tractor to finish up chopping. That's Lucas hanging with the cows again. And again, we see Lucas cleaning off the baler. This was from spreading manure. Last video, Call of Duty. And this was the end results. And that's it. That's it for 2021. Appreciate everybody who stuck out with me. I'm sorry I didn't get any more film this year. Things just didn't work out the way I thought they were going to. A lot of challenges. Hopefully next year we can do something more. But all I want to say is Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and at the end of every YouTube video, you're required by the bylaws in the user agreement, it's in the fine print, look it up. You're supposed to say comment, like, and subscribe. Click the little bell icon for instant notification of a video coming out, and we will talk to you guys in 2022. Have a good one, everybody. Thanks for being here. Bye.